giving it 21 minutes, 46 seconds. This is the timer that game's gonna end. I liked what they had more in game 1. This time around, it's a Broodmother. This hero, you need to know how to play it. Like, you need to be an expert on the hero. I want to see the rotation. It's coming out from the X more than he did in the previous game as well. On the other side, Xtreme Gaming. Oh, Siumang might be in trouble.
It got just away, but MS? He kind of stopped walking, and, well, Gush, Battery Assault, that meant that they could catch up. So this is first blood.
He just saw them. Like, he saw the whole train there because the Siumang was running away.
So first blood there. For the side of Xtreme Gaming, it starts where it finished in game number 1 with more Xtreme Gaming kills.
They place down a sentry. It's not going to reach the observer board.
Very far out of range. So not going to be close to that, and they'll place in obs of their own. See if that gets dewarded. And is this another game where JT, level 3, 4, can kind of be by himself?
Pretty much. You're playing against Troll. He doesn't have that much damage to push you out of the lane. Same goes for Silencer. So once he gets a second point in Kraken Shell, he's going to be more than okay. Deep Observer Board placed on behind the Tier 1 tower bottom. To scout things out.
Also a swap in support, so PYW's top with Ghost and DY's bottom with JT. And immediately MS just eating a Gush, eating some Battery Assault. Pings
I think initially they wanted to have Clockwork plus Shadowfin as their safe lane duo, but after Broodmother was picked, they decided to swap things around. Pick Kunkka for the safe lane against the Broodmother. We've seen it the other day how effective it is, where you can easily cleave the spiders. You're not really worried about the Broodmother harassing you. You can pretty much one-shot her with the combo once you hit level 6 with a Cookie or a Scatterblast. JT getting harassed here. MS starting with Glaives, level 1.
Yeah, we'll see how much that helps him. I've seen the Clockwork and the Shadow Fiend. It brought up memories of old when you could deny the souls of
the
Cogs.
stun from a Centaur, but good body blocks from DY.
Yeah, pretty much perfect, and that's what it needs to be here to get a kill, and that's exactly what it will turn into. DY will take out MS, and another kill on the board for Xtreme Gaming.
Beautifully done by DY. Blocking, attacking, Battery Assault. Paparazzi on his signature Shadowfin, however, on a mid lane. It's, I missed it.
The Shadow Fiend, DAC 2017, the mid champion. He was back-to-back champions, I believe, in 2017 and 2018. As Son Goku getting run down, Ghost will get a kill there. PYW now actually turning on Grace with a sliver of health, but it was Paparazzi on his Shadow Fiend when he won that solo tournament. Didn't drop a game, beat Sumail, Xtreme, and Miracle back-to-back-to-back to win that tournament in 2017.
It was beautiful. I was there. I was casting that show match.
Ooh.
One of the most memorable moments of my casting career.
Did you end up doing the next one when he beat Sylar, Somnus, and Mid-1?
Which one was that? Which tournament?
DAC 2018, back-to-back mid-champion.
Maybe it was 2018. It was not so memorable after all, if I can't remember which year it was, but...
But yeah, he dominated on this Shadow Fiend, and it must have been just an easy, non-memorable 1v1 multiple times.
They all played Shadowfin. That's all I can remember.
Cogs, Battery Assault, MS, low again, but no way to kill that Silencer. And, well, now they'll go for MS again, and DY griefing as he Cogs himself and JT.
They burned their mana. You can see MS very low. Does have 2 mangoes to work with, but when you decide to go for this Glaives build early on, it's very mana dependent. And I don't think Tide Hunter cares too much about his mana.
He's got 2 in the Anchor Smash now and 1 of the Gush. None in the Kraken Shell for the moment, but he's not really being harassed too much.
Oh man, looking at the mid lane, Paparazzi, 22-9 against 12-2.
Oh boy. It was at least closer in the first one. X was getting CS, but in the last matchup, it was just as many denies, if not more.
4 minutes into the game, no one is making a rotation to secure those water runes.
We'll see if it happens at 6 for that first power rune again. Because both supports on the side of Xtreme. And I would say, really, the Rubik, too, could rotate over towards mid. And a Cookie solo to get Aster.Aries. The Torrent throws him up into the air. Now they've got the X on a Sun Goku to save PYW for the moment. And Sun Goku just doesn't have the movement speed to catch up to the Snapfire.
And no damage. Let's see PYW. He does have an observer board. Let's see where he decides to place it. Seems like he's going to deny himself to a tower. Out of the range.
That was close. I saw the respawns lining up. If Aster.Aries got there a second quicker, maybe he snipes that kill. JT running again, and ooh, all right, he's got a wand with a couple charges, so now he feels like he could potentially even
This is
turn
Clockwork
this.
with 2 points in battery.
Yeah, Cogs now on the Siumang. JT has Gush in 4 seconds. Anchor Smash again. DY, oh, one more shot will get it. MS gets that, but it puts him in a position where JT can all of a sudden run him down, and if he gets another Anchor Smash off, he'd die, but back towards the tower close enough where MS gets to survive.
Oh!
Never mind.
I guess he was not he did have 5 magic wand charges. He could have popped it. So Tidehunter, level 5.5 minutes into the game. I don't think you can ask for anything better in this lane. Kunkka, starting with the X.
X, Scatter Blast, Cookie with the Torrent. There is a Telekinesis, and Ghost, he's not going to get the kill, but again, harassment, especially with that Tidebringer, that is just making this Brood's life a living nightmare. Just to add on to this fact, what's the earliest Ravage that's ever happened? Because you were talking about Tide already level 5.
Probably mid-Tide that got like a first blood, got 1 more kill, then 5 minutes into the game. We don't have the stats for it. Like, when was the first time that you killed 2 creeps as a silencer, Radiant, in 2017? We don't have stats like that, B-Cup.
You got way more specific than my stat. That's not fair.
Earliest Ravage used in a professional game.
Yeah, I feel like that's a kind of... All right.
It's a cool stats. Yeah, if you're 9, it's very cool stats. Ghost on a top lane. Oh, rotation on Paparazzi.
There's going to be 3 heroes here. They're looking to get the Telekinesis. They had the last word, but here comes the Snapfire. Not in time. X with the ulti and takes out Paparazzi.
MS, also known as Mana Stolen, off to a 4 permanent intelligence, making the move. First use of the Sonic Wave. They grab themselves a kill.
So, taking out Paparazzi, who was dominating that matchup, still up by about 500 gold, so certainly still his advantage. Ravage not taken yet, holding that level 6 point, so...
One of the reasons why we don't see these early Ravages, because it's not that good of an ability.
I mean, I guess.
For now, he's saving it, just in case something happens.
I'll trust the analyst. It's not a good level 1 ability. The Ravage.
It's a good ability, but you don't get a chance to use it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Cogs around the troll and just trying to body block, doing a
Meanwhile,
great
on the
job.
top lane,
yeah, they get Sun Goku, they get 1 more raise, and it's kills across the board. X is also here, so getting that kill on Sun Goku while the Queen of Pain is here feels very fortunate for Xtreme Gaming, or unfortunate if you're Dawn.
Ghost is massive, 3.7k on Kunkka. We talked about it. Once he hits level 6, X mark into boat, into Torrent, and then follow up from Snapfire. This Broodmother is going to feed every single time there is boat available. He does have full armlet, so definitely hard to take down. They need to bring 3 heroes and have Sonic Wave available. Looking at the X's build, 3 points in Shadow Strike. This is kind of a lane-dominating build.
Yeah.
It doesn't allow you to farm. Now he puts a 2nd point in Scream, so his farm's going to slow down a bit.
Didn't exactly dominate the lane, though. And if you look at where
it's about the mentality coming into the lane.
Right. Sure. Cookie landing on Son Goku. Telekinesis throws PYW back. Here's X, so he'll join into another
Denied?
kill.
Ooh, he tried to go for it.
Was swinging on it. As Ghost now backing up, and it looks like Silencer's going to die at the same time. They're trying to get that last hit. Ghost ship, now the TP from the Clockwork, which will be stopped. Gush on the MS on your small picture-in-picture, and they'll take out MS and his courier.
Gets the armlet.
And boots immediately after.
Yeah, Kunkka could have TP'd out. He could have X marked the spot, TP out in front of them because they already used the lift.
X marking the spot, and, well, we'll see how true that holds.
He waited for another one. We'll go back, picked up the boots of speed. Thinking about buying the tangos, gets the tangos, sells the branch in the last second.
He'll just munch on a tree with that tango. Very fibrous. Certainly good for their diet. And it's a 3K lead here for Xtreme Gaming. Early on, I mean, this is what we saw in game number 1, kind of expected with how we saw the lanes forming. Simon is way closer this time, though, in terms of net worth.
Yeah, he has some decent farm this time around.
Requiem, the fear, the raises, and not the kill.
Ooh. He did have the long raise available, but I guess he didn't find the right angle to use it. In this game, they have good setup for raises. X marks the spot, the Clockwork with the hook shot, and for Snapfire as well. This is like the dream Snapfire setup.
Oh, JT, he's here. They've got the kill on X immediately with the help of the Gush. Top lane, too. Son Goku falls again. It's killing spree for both Ghost and JT. And a tier 1 tower mid most likely to fall.
Same as what happened in game 1. JT takes the tower, too tanky to kill, rotates to the mid tower, is gonna take this one as well. Both cores dying on side of Dawn.
Again, yeah. They'll look for a cookie, and it's onto the creep. It lands, and here come the kisses. Give PYW a kiss. As Aster.Aries falls, the Snapfire hook shot lands. It's onto the Silencer. MS. Well, he's trying to run, but there might be some wolves in his way, and JT, Rabbit? No, he'll hold it.
I thought Silencer's not gonna die there. He does have 2 raindrops. Holding 6 raindrops, so using it equally.
Another cookie.
PYW.
A scatter blast. This time stealing the scatter blast, but throwing it back and missing. PYW, though, is in a lot of trouble. 3 heroes here, and he'll be turned into a bunch of spiders. Magic trick unknown to man.
It's a cool magic trick.
Now you see me. Now you see spider. Oh, well. You did see spiders.
Yeah, so you see spiders, you see more spiders. That's the trick.
Yeah. Well, no, well, yeah.
Okay, Copperfield.
I'm more of a David Blaine guy.
Bottom tower
But I appreciate the compliments.
Kunkka going into Boots of Travel next. They don't have that much tower damage. They actually have none other than spiders, but we've seen Son Goku dying multiple times to Kunkka, so he needs to be careful.
You know, I was just... Okay, all the spiders gone. I was just looking as... hold on. Ghost, X, Global, and... Well, now Snapfire's here, and the ult hits on 2 with a cookie, landing on both of them. The Ravage and
Can
the
he toggle?
Ghost
Yes,
ship.
he can.
Oh, no! JT getting a bolt scatter blast from Aster.Aries, and they finally get the kill on a Ghost.
With
but
the Shadow
MS
Strike.
is going to fall to JT, who's got a triple kill.
Aster.Aries there to try to blow him up. 4 points in Scatter Blast and Fade Bolt. This is insane amount of burst damage. He's deeping back the tier 2 tower. You can see damage from Queen of Pain. Relatively high, but not enough to bring him down immediately. That cookie, I'm not sure if they wanted to land this combo. Usually you put him out of the trouble, but he did manage to toggle, get that armlet, get the boat off.
And survive for a little bit longer. He eventually died, but that was quite the combo to pull off. That's for sure. I was gonna say before, I saw Son Goku making spiders out of illusions. And I was thinking to myself, it should be changed. If you make spiders out of an illusion, the spiders should be illusions.
Yeah, it's the fake spiders you get from it.
Yeah, that's what it should be, right? Smart. Thank you. Scatterblast with the telekinesis, arcane curse, and just dewarding over here. It's an expedition. JT. So there's been 6 kills for the side of Dawn Gaming. Has JT died yet? He is deathless, the last one. Holding on to this deathless run.
Hey, how is he 7-0-4? I guess a lot of kills from the laning stage, and he got to what, double or triple kill in that one? Triple kill.
Last one, yeah.
Okay.
Seeds of Serenity.
He's going for Vlad's next. He actually has it being delivered by the courier right now, so that's gonna amplify the damage. Opens up the Roche for the team, provides them with enough sustain. And they're going for Raid Pack next. Great against Broodmother, great against Troll. Not the item we see like being purchased straight away. It's more like a third, fourth item nowadays.
Simon he's literally right-clicking JT and doing 0 damage. Global Silence to stop the kisses.
I don't know about this one, Chief. Like, using Global Silence just to stop the Snapfire kisses doesn't sound too good, in my opinion, because Snapfire still plays with 2 other spells.
They see him, and they don't have hook shot, but they just need to keep the vision to get the X. They already used Torrent, but the Ghost Ship will come all the way through, and they've got Battery Assault as well as the Cogs. That'll hold him down long enough. Okay, tickling me, doing 0 damage. His health is going up while you're hitting him.
JT pump faked Ravage multiple times, just in case they decide to get close. 16 minutes so far. Dawn Gaming 8K gold lead for Xtreme, and Roshan's being pinged out.
Already 93% in favor of Xtreme. So he's got the Vlads on JT. You ever read about Vlad? I once read a little book about Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, I watched a documentary the other day.
Good documentary?
It was a good documentary, yeah. It was about Vlad against Ottoman Empire. Pretty cool. It's on Netflix. I'm looking at how long are the games that Dawn Gaming played so far. 42 minutes against the EHOME. I thought this might be the longest one. 16 minutes into the game. When it comes down to tower damage, Xtreme Gaming, they don't have as much. Like, Kunkka doesn't really deal that much. You want to have level 15 on Shadow Fiend. Presence Aura affects building talent.
Yeah, we've seen teams tap out, though, without even losing a tower at times. And maybe the pushing potential may not matter. That's the sound of running away from a clockwork brought to you by Lacoste as Ghost gets the kill onto the Rubik, who heard just that.
Double battery assault. Love the sound of it. It's like having 25 talent on clockwork.
Can I hear it one more time?
If it happens.
Oh, okay. Thought you'd show us your good impersonation skills.
Ghost TP stop with the X marks the spot, clears the whole creep wave.
And some spiders.
And he goes back.
And over here mid for the Shadow Fiend, just trying to take a tier 2 tower. Boots of Travel going into the BKB for Ghost. JT, he'll clean up the creep wave with that Anchor Smash, and this tier 2 tower should be as good as dead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
9K lead again, very early on. We saw it similar to this in the last game. They spent a lot of time top. They do get the tier 1 tower, but a trade for your tier 2 is probably not the most efficient because you're without the mid tier 2 and the bottom tier 2. So your map is shrinking if you're the side of Dawn Gaming.
And also having an outpost to TP to Kunkka. TPing, speaking of TPing to outpost, he's gonna go to the top. They need an extra hero to kill X.
And X is going to be X'd, and now he's going to blink onto the cliff. Oh, close.
Ooh, if he used it on Ghost, Cookie on Ghost would stop him from TPing out.
That cliff's a cool spot to be. It's, you know, just stand there and you look for vision, become the observer.
As a core Queen of Pain, I don't think that's your job, but Whatever floats your boat, B-Cup.
Core doesn't buy the wards, they are the wards.
Is under attack.
Bottom tier 3, oh, hook shot into the base, and here come the kisses again as they'll fly down onto these heroes, and MS half health. They've already got the kill onto the Rubik. JT, Ravage onto 2. They'll take MS, they'll go to the Requiem, down goes X, and this tier 3 should follow pretty soon. Son Goku watching, and it feels like a pet spider. He's always around, but never really hurting you. And PYW gets credit for taking out the Broodmother.
Radiant's bottom tower.
MS bought back into the fight.
He's going in.
Cookie on the other side.
He's getting out.
MS, you're not a carry anymore. You're in the position 5. X back into the ghost ship. They'll get the kill. They'll call GG. 19 minutes and 42 seconds into the game. Xtreme Gaming finish off the 2-0.
What did I say? 20 minutes or 21 minutes?
Well, you mentioned 46. I don't know. You
No,
were,
that one was
upper
against
numbers.
the EHOME, but
Oh,
one
okay.
high ground push and the game just ends.
Yeah, it was